in the end. They never moved him in the center, not once. And you could see on his face, he knew it was over. I don't know if he had given up, but he was so crestfallen. You could see, it's not my show anymore.
I think to a judge like Steve, I think he did a similar thing to Eduardo. There was some visible injuries that are not recoverable, and he basically put him last.
Yeah.
And that's what he did with Ramy. You know, he had the respect to have him in that call out, but how visible those injuries were and how obvious they were, he put him at the end of that call out.
Yeah. Now, Bonac, that was somebody we were talking about. He was bigger than ever. People were saying maybe he could be as high as second this year, third, something like that, but didn't make first call out. What were your impressions on Bonac?
He looked kind of like he didn't look at the Arnold Classic, because the Arnold Classic we were like, 5 weeks working with Chad, he looks incredible, he's full of, and then he kind of came how he would have looked if he hadn't done the Arnold.
Yeah.
I kind of he looked how I would have expected him to look if he hadn't done the Arnold.
Yeah.
So yeah, he looked pretty disappointed when he walked out as well. I kind of smiled at him and he looked devastated, you know. So he is out of the top 6. But going back to Ramy, it's not like he can pull that round in one day, because he can't fill out the lower lats, he can't fill out the triceps, he can't fill out those inner calves, because you didn't notice the inner calves.
No,
they're completely eaten away now.
Wow.
You know, the gastrocnemia is completely gone.
Jeez.
So that's gone as well. Jose mentioned the waistline. I didn't really notice too much about the waistline. I was too busy looking at the arms looking downsized. I think he looked closer to 280.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that he was 126 kilo, and I didn't believe it before the show. I was like, no, he wouldn't be that. You know, he looked huge. He's not going to be lower than 290, 295, maybe, you know, maybe close to 300. But he was. I think he looked about 280 up there. But yeah, so I mean, how low will they take him though? I mean, will they take him to second, third, or will they put him where he deserves, which really is 5th or 6th?
I can't see him moving up that high, but who knows?
No, there's no way he's in third. He was on the outside. I mean, it's clear.
Nick Walker, bigger than last year. Was he better?
I don't know. Was he bigger? I mean,
He did look bigger to me, for sure.
Yeah, you know what?
He was already so big, it's hard to tell. But yeah, I thought he put on a little bit of mass.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell because of who was next to him. You know, now you have shape guys with Hadi and Derek, and it made his midsection stand out a lot more. Even though he's got it under control, he's got great abs. He posed well. He was in shape. He just looked blocky next to those guys.
Right.
And then even Samson has a real pretty taper, tight waist. It was just who he was standing next to.
Hey, did you like that video? Smash that like button, subscribe to MD, and please comment down below. Thanks for watching.